Miami Dolphin fans! Last week of the season, and it wasn't pleasing for the Miami Dolphins. Quinn Ewers got skewered by the Patriots. I thought he looked pretty good. Missing some offensive linemen. Missing every skill player starting, even though Jalen Wright is a badass himself. Looks like we got a great running backfield in the future in Miami. And Mike McDaniels, will he stay or will he go now that John Harbaugh is on the market? My man Marv, what about the U and how are you?
Well, I had the over-under set at 8.5 on how many times you were going to call John Harbaugh Jim Harbaugh in this podcast because even when you text me about it, you still said Jim Harbaugh in the text. John Harbaugh. I mean, I'm not too disappointed with the game Sunday because, like you said, we had a lot of guys didn't play. I mean, and we played a good first half. I mean, we were down by 7. Should have been closer. I wish we'd have went for the fourth down instead of kicked the field goal just because we didn't have nothing to lose. Why not? We ended up kicking the field goal, and then they come right back down and kick the field goal before halftime. I thought Ewers looked pretty good. Did he make some mistakes? Yeah, he made some mistakes, but, I mean, he's a rookie. He's a 7th-round draft pick making his third start, and it's not like he had his full team out there. He had, a team that was just trying to get through the last game of the season. We got a number 11th pick in the draft, so we're just outside the top 10. I think we're going to have to build through the draft because our salary cap is an absolute mess right now for the next 2 years with the Tua money, because Tua has said that it would be dope, his words, not mine, to get a new start. I thought I had woke up in 1993 when he used the word dope. I thought Bill Biv DeVoe was playing on my radio or something. Not even sure what was going on.
Poison! Never took a big butt to smile.
But
we rocked that at karaoke before. Don't act like you don't know
hey,
that
I know
song.
that song. I know that. No, I ain't going to go into Do Me, but we did that more than once at karaoke too. But,
some ladies got romance, baby. That's all you need to know.
But, I mean, 7-10. We were 1-6. It's real interesting on what we're going to do with McDaniel because we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. John Harbaugh's out there, and it's been the last time the Miami Dolphins went and got a proven head coach with a good track record was Jimmy Johnson. Since then, we've hired people who've been coaches other places that didn't pan out, or assistant coaches, or a college coach that didn't have any NFL head coaching experience and just wanted to go back to college. But I think if we're going after him, we need to throw out some fillers to see if he's interested before we make the move on McDaniel. Unless we're going to fire him anyway. But I think if we were going to fire him anyway, it would have already happened. I would have thought Monday. So now, if we're going to go after Harbaugh, you better make sure he's coming before you fire McDaniel, because the last thing you want to do is fire McDaniel, Harbaugh say no, he goes somewhere else, and then you're left with no plan B. And then every assistant coach that you might go after is like, do I really want to work for that organization if they're going to fire their coach to go after the first big name that comes available? So I got no problem going after him, but you better make sure you can get him if you do.
Now, do you think there's any chance that maybe, now we haven't seen McDaniel tied down with Tua, but I also see times where I'm like, man, I don't think Mike McDaniel is a good head coach, especially in press conferences. After a win, sometimes he sounds great. During losses, he sounds like he's a deer in headlights. Should we, and sometimes I believe that the Harbaugh guys don't want to coach for Stephen Ross. I got a strange feeling about that, and I don't know why. I feel like a lot of people, especially Dolphin fans, know that Stephen Ross likes to meddle where he shouldn't be meddling. The draft, picking up free agents. Anytime there's a Michigan guy, we draft him way too soon. So are the Harbaughs aware of this? Because we could have got Jim Harbaugh at one point, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't want to come to us. So where do you think about that, Marv? Should we stick with McDaniel? Can he be a better coach with a better quarterback? And I think Quinn Ewers is better than Tua. And let me put another option on this. Should we go for a quarterback high in the draft? What do you think?
First off, I think Jim Harbaugh, there might have been a little bit of that, but I also think he went to Michigan and he was dead set on he wanted to win a national championship before he left. And he stayed there to do that because that's his alma mater. And I really believe he might still be at Michigan had it not be for the fact that he knew that some investigation was coming on him. McDaniel, what bothers me about McDaniel, even more so than I do believe he has been handcuffed with Tua, especially the last 2 seasons. But what worries me about McDaniel is we burn timeouts right and left because we can't get ready. We can't get ready to snap the ball. I think 2 times Sunday in the first half we burned early timeouts. If that would have been the only time we've done that this year, I would have said, well, it's the rookie quarterback. We've done that all season long. I think there was a streak of like 3 or 4 straight games where we burned a timeout on the opening possession. One game before we snapped the ball on first down coming out of a TV timeout. Yeah. Don't even know how that's possible. That and the penalties makes me worry about McDaniel. Because penalties go back to undisciplined. I mean, a face mask is a face mask. Sometimes you reach out for a running back, you're going to grab a face mask. There ain't nothing you can do about that. But lining up off sides, false starting, pre-snap stuff, losing your cool, and that goes back to discipline. And the reason we're not disciplined is a lot of the players look at McDaniel as their buddy and not their coach. I think that was part of the Tua issues and the reason we kept him starting longer than we should have because he tried to be Tua's buddy. So, you know, I would be okay if we got rid of him, but I'm also okay to see what he can do away from Tua. As far as drafting a quarterback high, I got no problem with that if it's the quarterback that you want. Don't reach for a guy just because he's a quarterback. We got the 11th pick in the draft. We do have some draft capital this year. So we could possibly trade up with somebody, you know, like the Giants or the Titans who don't need a quarterback. Obviously, those 2 teams aren't going to be drafting quarterbacks this year, I don't think. I don't know who's going to be available because Mendoza has came out and said he's coming back next year. Now, will he change his mind? Possibly. But you're going to see that more and more now that they're getting paid millions of dollars in college.
Yep.
Hey, I'm a 21-year-old kid with 1 year of eligibility, and I'm a star quarterback on a college campus. That's not a bad place to be. And you're going to give me $2 million, $3 million to play college football and be on campus.
And get better.
Get better. Be on campus. Be king of the campus. And, I mean, I know you've been to college campuses. I've been there, too. The scenery is real nice on college campuses all around the country. I'll leave it at that. And if you're a 21-year-old kid that's the star quarterback, that scenery gets a whole lot easier, if you know what I mean. So, I think that's going to happen. And not just the quarterback. That's just the face. I mean, any star college football player, I mean, you can come back, get paid, and be kings of the campus. There's a lot worse things in this world to be king of a major college football campus. So
I'm the king of the campus, I like.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know if Mendoza, but he did say he planned on coming back. So that changes that quarterback dynamic big time. The first 2 picks in the draft both need quarterbacks. Before we get too far, I would like, I know we don't praise the rivals very much because we hate the 3 teams in our division. But I would like to congratulate. I would like to take time to congratulate the New York Jets in our division for making NFL history this year. I mean, y'all did it. Congratulations. The first team in NFL history to go through a whole season without an interception. Great job, Jets. Just keep up the good work up there.
Wow, I didn't know
Went
that.
through
dude.
the whole year.
I knew they hadn't had
Went
one.
through the
Wow.
whole season without an interception. So, New York Jets, our hats are off to you, man. Y'all just keep on with that Jet pride and that Jet football mentality. 0 picks in the whole season. I don't even know how that's possible. I don't even know how that's a thing, but
Wow, a ball didn't even fall into their hands.
I mean, no tips, no tip balls, no safety.
Damn.
Dude, I mean, every team has had an interception until the 2025 Jets. Even teams back when they used to throw the ball 6 times in a game got an interception during the season. But not this year's New York Jets. So if you're gonna suck,
that is insane.
If you're gonna suck, you might as well be an all-time. And you managed not to get the first pick in the draft.
And your head coach is a Hall of Fame cornerback who had a whole island named after him.
And
oh my God!
And you faced Tua twice, who just threw the ball to all the defenses this year. So, I mean, Jets, good job.
God. I didn't know that, dude. Thanks for bringing that up. I can't wait to see a Jet fan.
I mean,
I've never looked forward to seeing a Jet fan until now.
Where are you going to find one of them?
Believe it or not, there's one that comes into the Kava bar, man. But he's a mousy fellow, so you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
he's a little mousy fellow. He's a little mouse.
But yeah, so congratulations, Jets. But anyway, getting back to what we were talking about, I think if Mendoza don't come out, that kind of throws everything. I know a lot of people are high on the Oregon quarterback. I haven't gotten to watch him a whole lot this year. I did watch most of that game New Year's Day with them. That was the one game I was able to watch before all our Christmas festivities. But even then, I had people in the house here, so it was more of a defensive game. The mock draft I saw had Mendoza going first if he comes out to the Raiders, and the guy from Oregon going to the Jets. After that, the guy from Ole Miss has said he's coming back. I just don't know. I mean,
he's going to a different school, right?
No, he said he's committed and signed back with Ole Miss.
Oh, okay, nice. Oh, shit.
So they'll be contenders again because that kid's good. I don't know if there's a quarterback to be worthy of the 11th pick. And, I mean, if you go second, third round, there's some good quarterbacks that have came out of those rounds, but you're, reaching. So, honestly, if we can't get the big-name quarterback, we got so many holes. If we get up and the guy we really want's not there, I would say try to trade down and get some extra draft picks because we need all the draft picks we can get.
Yeah, we need more picks, man.
Yeah, so.
Because if we get stuck with that Tua contract, we're going to need a lot of guys on rookie contracts, man.
Man, we're going to get stuck. We're going to get stuck with it because there ain't no way anybody's going to trade for him with that much money. I mean, if he was lower value, but even if he was lower value, anybody that's from a cold weather city is not going to trade for him because they've seen him. He can't play in cold weather. So what warm weather teams need a quarterback? Vegas? Well, no, they got the first pick in the draft. So,
oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see Mendoza come back and the Raiders get screwed out of not getting anybody worthy. But, I mean, that Oregon quarterback, what I've seen, I mean, he looks pretty good. He can definitely I feel like he's kind of got a little Patrick Mahomes in him, a little Patrick Mahomes.
And I mean, I know it's not fair.
But in that game I watched, they were playing a really good defense at Texas Tech.
Oh, Texas Tech had a national championship defense. They just didn't have the offense to go with it. And I knew that going into the game. When I made that pick, I said that's going to be a close game. And Texas Tech's defense, they carried them to a close game because how many times in the first half did Oregon get the ball in their territory, in field goal range, but didn't get to kick a field goal because Texas Tech sacked them 2 or 3 times in a row and took them out of field goal range? It was remarkable. And I know it's not really fair. So, this school, but you do get a rap, schools, quarterbacks. The last good NFL quarterback that came from Oregon didn't Dan Fouts play there? I mean, all pro caliber.
Oh, Dan Fouts played at Oregon?
For some reason,
Hall of Fame caliber.
For some reason, I'm thinking he
Let's
did.
look that up.
I feel like he played for Oregon. I might be wrong on that.
Yeah, University of Oregon. Good call, Marv. He's a Duck. Quack attack.
Yeah. And let me, for you kids out there who
I bet he played when they had the good helmets.
you kids out there that don't know who Dan Fouts is, he was the closest thing to Marino before Marino.
Yeah.
He was just a good quarterback.
And there's about 2 to 3 early 80s Miami Charger games that are the absolute classics, dude. Classics.
Yeah.
God, that was always a game to see, man. When Dolphins played the Chargers in the early 80s, that Woodley Marino era, but they had Dan Fouts. Oh, my God, dude. Mystic classics.
Matter of fact, 84, they were the first team to beat us. They beat us first, and then the Raiders beat us a couple of weeks later.
Yeah. So. In a damn shootout, too.
I want to say,
45, 38, 48, 45.
I was going to say 34, 28, something like that. I'm pretty sure that game went to overtime. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Dolphin-Falcon game went to overtime. I mean, Dolphin-Charger game. And it was probably one of those scenarios with the old rules. We probably lost the coin toss. They took the ball, and we didn't stop them. Is my guess.
Yeah. Classic Marino defenses.
Oh, yeah. Me and Vance, back when we were in the military, we used to make jokes like, yeah, if Miami goes to overtime, back then, if they lost the coin toss, Marino just went ahead and to the locker room and took his gear off because he knew the shit was over.
Oh, man. Oh. And it broke your heart, too. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, you kicked the field goal, you won. You know?
And, I mean, our defense... Like
how many teams... How many could have been what-if teams if they would have had overtime rules different back in the 80s, 90s?
Oh, yeah.
It's always been messed up. Do you like the new overtimes?
I do. I just pray they never go to the college rule because I hate the college overtime. I absolutely despise it.
Oh, college
overtime. I wish college would at least back the ball up to the 50 so you're not in field goal range to start off with because I don't think that's fair. Yeah. You take out defense. You take out most of your special teams. I almost wish they would just play a 10-minute period, play the whole period out, see who's winning at the end of it. You know, instead of, well, if you kick a field goal, then because if both teams score a touchdown, then you're kind of forced to go for 2 if you're going to win the ball game. Which, I mean, most teams are doing. Yeah. It's happened several times this year. Some teams have made it, some teams haven't. Seattle's got home field advantage through the playoffs because they made it. But so, what do you think? Okay,
well, you got any other thoughts? Go ahead.
Let me ask you this: we decide to fire McDaniel.
Okay.
Harbaugh says no.
Oh,
who you going after? See, this is the stuff.
I mean,
honestly, this is the stuff Miami's. Yeah. Whoever's running the team, and they might be waiting to fire him. They might be waiting for the general manager. But whoever the brain trust is, this is what they've got to put in place as a plan. So who are you going after if Harbaugh says no?
Man, that's a tough one. Because if there's one guy I would love to have, and I would love to have Chicago's coach, because he used to coach for us. I'm a big fan of that guy, and I mean, what a hell of a first-round matchup, Packers-Bears. Oh, my God. It ain't going to get no better than that in the NFL playoffs.
But how are you going to – he's not going to leave. I mean, be realistic. He's not leaving Chicago.
No, he's not going to leave. I mean, he's got a world-class quarterback. He plays in a major market. Man, that's a tough one. I mean, I haven't really put much thought in it. Do we go defensive guy? Do we go offensive guy? Ooh. Do we even go outside the box and go get Pete Carroll?
No. No.
Do we get a college coach?
I'm glad you brought up Pete Carroll.
Who do you like?
One, I want to say this about Pete Carroll, and you might disagree with me, but I think he is the most overrated NFL coach in the history of the NFL. He is maybe the worst NFL coach that's ever won a Super Bowl. Just because he should have won 2 Super Bowls. He gave that game to New England away. And then that Seattle team just got worse and worse. He won because of his coordinators. He failed at the Jets. He failed at the Patriots. And he absolutely bombed this year with the Raiders. I just don't think he's a good NFL coach at all. But he did luck into a really good team. I really don't know. I don't know. I mean,
what about Chris Shula? You know, the legacy pick.
I mean, that's a pick. I saw a stat this week. So Don Shula, here's part of the problem with the Dolphins. Don Shula's last year with the Miami Dolphins was 1995. So how many coaches have the Dolphins had since 1995? You don't have to give me an exact number, but estimate.
All right. Give me 20 seconds. I'm going to count. Let's see. 1, 2.
And you don't have to count interns if you don't want to.
Including intern?
I was going to say
Okay,
you
gotcha.
don't have to count them. I mean, I don't know the number. I'm just asking how many you think.
I'm going to guess 8.
I was thinking 10. You had Johnson, Wannstedt,
Saban.
Yep. Philbin, Cameron, Sperano.
I forgot about Philbin. Yep.
Gase.
The quarterback whisper. Yep. Oh, God,
McDaniel. There's 8, and I could be missing somebody. So we're right between 8 and 10. So I'm going to go over to another franchise that's in our city that we both love, the Miami Heat.
Yep.
Same time period. You know how many coaches the Miami Heat have had in that time? And
Same time period? 2.
3.
3. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Van Gundy. Pat Riley.
Forgot about Van Gundy.
Pat Riley, Van Gundy, and Spoelstra. That's it. And I mean, if we count intern,
baby.
If we count intern coaches, the Dolphins are at like 12 because you got Dan Campbell, you got people I don't even remember. Every time we fired a coach, it was mid-season.
Todd Bowles.
Oh, I forgot Brian. I forgot Brian.
Bowles.
I forgot Brian Flores. There's 9.
Flores, yeah.
There's 9.
8 or 9. Yep.
Oh, so I said around 10, so I was right there at it.
Speaking of Flores, you see the Ryan Fitzpatrick comment that he was a dictator?
I feel like that's an older comment. I feel like I heard him say that a while back.
I've seen that on, Dolphin stories.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Can I give you another legacy coach real quick? I don't mean I keep changing subjects.
You're fine.
I apologize. But Clint Kubiak, what do you think about? Because, I mean, Seattle, Sam Darnold. That offense has been lethal. And his dad was a great coach.
I mean,
Clint Kubiak.
I don't know. I mean, there's some guys out there, but like I said, the Dolphin Brain Trust better have a plan. They need to get a general manager. We don't need to drag our feet on getting a general manager.
I think that's the first thing on the list.
Let me ask you this, and I don't know if he'd be interested. I don't even know if he would be a good general manager. But if we don't want to go get him as a coach, you think John Harbaugh would be interested in maybe being a general manager?
Oh, damn. Not. Hey, Marv, I like that idea.
I thought of it today. I was like, man.
I like that idea.
Maybe he's a little burned out on coaching. Damn. Hey, you want to come be our general manager? And then you've already got him in-house. So if it don't work out, he'll have an option to, after they get rid of McDaniel after next season, hey, do you want to go back to the field or you want to stay here in this spot? So, I mean, I just think that's something that you could at least kick around.
Is Ozzie Newsome still the GM of Baltimore?
I think he
retired. Jim Harbaugh?
I think Ozzie Newsome retired. I won't say he retired a couple of years ago. They have a general manager, but I feel like Harbaugh's had big say-so on who they pick up and who they draft.
Yes, his name's Eric DaCosta.
Yeah, so.
And he's been there since 2019. So, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. John Harbaugh, sometimes coaches like Jimmy Johnson would have made an incredible GM if that's all he concentrated
If we could go back in time and know what we know now in 1996, instead of hiring him for head coach,
Oh, Mark.
hire him as general manager? I mean,
Dude. Because, I mean, his drafts,
oh, God.
those drafts he had in Miami, that carried us for 10, 15 years almost.
Yeah, and I mean, he drafted our
Two
defense.
Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor. Third, fifth rounder, bro. Third, fifth rounder.
Well,
Sam
and
Madison should be in the Hall of Fame.
I was getting ready to say, how's Sam Madison and Pat Surtain not in the Hall of Fame? He drafted both of those.
Yeah.
Sean Wooden was a great safety. He just had some injuries and stuff and not the longevity. Look at the defensive lineman he drafted.
Sean
Even
Wood.
going back to Daryl Gardner. He took Daryl Gardner, who was a stud up the middle. I mean, and he drafted one of our all-time
We had
favorites.
Gardner and Bowens. Come on.
He drafted one of our all-time favorites that we should have gotten the ball more to, Rob Conrad.
Oh, Rob Conrad, dude. 44. And maybe one of the best special teams players of his era.
Larry
Izzo.
Yep, Larry Izzo.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, if he would have just put his time and effort in that, I think it would have worked out better than him being coach, and he could have got somebody young to be the coach and run the team, and him just do general manager duties. But
that would be a good off-season show. Jimmy Johnson, top 5 draft picks for the Dolphins. I mean, we obviously know who number 1 and 2 is, but
Yeah, but what order?
I know. And where do we put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Not in the top 5.
Oh, okay. I thought he might sneak into your top 5.
He might be in Rob. He might be top 3 in Rob Miller's draft. Top 5.
Oh, hey man. I'm having a hard time either putting Jason Taylor second or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man.
I mean, John Avery for the record.
Oh, John Avery, dude. Getting savory with John Avery. Out of Ole Miss.
Honestly, I mean, obviously Jason Taylor went in the Hall of Fame first ballot and Zach Thomas somehow didn't. But Jason Taylor...
God, that's unbelievable.
Taylor was a 3rd-round pick. Zach Thomas was a 5th-round pick that nobody wanted.
5th.
And...
5th.
Yeah. So...
Immediate impact. When he knocked out Sean Jefferson in that first game, I was like, I'm going to love this guy forever.
Dude,
I'm going to love this guy forever.
And I know sometimes you use terminology knockout and you get a picture of, somebody being wobbly. No. He got knocked out cold, unconscious, just down not moving. But... All right, so what do you want to do first?
It's still one of my greatest moments as a fan. Well, I'm just going to tell this story real quick. I don't know if we talked about it or not, but just real quick. My greatest moment as a fan watching game against other teams is that time at Legends. We're playing the Steelers. And, we're cheering. Zach Thomas this, Zach
We've
Thomas
talked
that.
about
One
it.
guy goes, "Who's Zach Thomas?"
Where is Zach
six in the end
Thomas?
zone.
He kept saying, "Where's Zach Thomas? Where's Zach Thomas?"
In the damn end zone.
Zach Thomas got that pick. I stood around and said, "Hey, did you figure it out? He's in your damn end zone doing a dance."
Dude, that was awesome, man. God, I love beating up the Steelers and Cordell Stewart.
Couldn't have drew that on the map any better. It was, just perfect because he'd been yelling it for like 2-3 minutes. And we're up 14-0. I don't know why he's harping. We shut him out that game. It was 21-0, but he's just up there harping. And then all of a sudden, Zach Thomas has a pick 6. I was like, God, Zach Thomas, I love you. That was, I want to say that was 98.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so, but, all right, so what do you want to do first? You want to talk about college football? I know you do.
Let's do it.
All right. So we've got 4 teams left in the college football playoff. And we got the semifinal games. We got one tomorrow night and one Friday night. And my boy Tim's very happy because Miami keeps winning. And even though I picked Ohio State and I said I hope they beat them, I found myself pulling for Miami because I couldn't do it. I started pulling for Miami
There you
because
go.
they showed Ohio State fans and the Miami defense. They played up to their ability that they showed early in the year. They wasn't that defense down the stretch, but they've gotten back to that defense, and they were playing really good. But they're going up against what I feel like is the best offense they faced all year, and probably that they're going to face all year.
Yep.
Ole Miss has a great offense, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. And that game is tomorrow night. So we got the Canes at the Rebels, versus the Rebels. It's not at, but yeah. Miami versus Ole Miss. Who you got? As if I need to ask.
Oh. I mean, when you look at playoffs, you got to say what wins championships. Defense. Check. Miami. Top 10 in pretty much every category on defense, especially the big ones. Points against, sacks, pass defense. They're top 10 in all those. Number 1 in sacks, by the way. Then you got to be like, who runs the ball better and who's going to get more Olivia Newton-John and get physical with it? I think you got to go with the Miami Hurricanes. But what team can extend plays and make big plays, and they have maybe a little destiny on their side? You got to go Ole Miss running Rebels. I think if we can contain their quarterback, we can win this ball game. Pound it down their throat, hardcore defense, make some big hits, put them back on their heels. Give me Miami. I think the winner of this game is your national champion. I said it.
I would love for Ole Miss to win the national championship just so Lane Kiffin could sit his stupid ass at home and watch the team that he built, that he left on because he wants to go win a national title.
Yep.
He walks out on them, they win the national title. That would be the best story of this playoff.
Yeah.
I am pulling for Ole Miss to win it all for that very reason. That is the reason I'm pulling for them. Ole Miss has a really good running back, too. They can run the ball, too, but they throw it really well, too. This is going to come down to can Miami stop Ole Miss like they have everybody else. Maybe I'll throw the Buffalo jinx on them, but I do think Miami will win this ball game. But I think it's going to be an absolutely outstanding football game. But I'll go with Miami.
All right.
All right.
Me too. Put me down for the Canes.
Second game, Friday night. I won't get to see all of this one because I got basketball games to call, so I should get home before halftime. Got the Oregon Ducks. Got a Big Ten matchup. It's hard to believe. I can't get used to Oregon being in the Big Ten. Got the Oregon Ducks versus the Indiana Hoosiers. Well, Indiana beat Alabama 38-3. That was impressive. It's very impressive.
Yep. Impressed the hell out of me.
These two teams played earlier this year, and it was a great game at Oregon. Indiana came up with the victory. Last year, Oregon beat Ohio State in the horseshoe in the regular season. Then they had a rematch, and Ohio State took it to them. It's hard to beat a good team in college football twice.
Yep. It is.
I'm torn on this game.
Ask Oklahoma.
I'm torn on this game, but I'm going with Oregon.
Yep. Quack attack. Now, I was doing a bracket with people, and I picked Oregon and Miami in the national championship. But, did I pick Miami to win it all? I didn't. I picked Oregon to win it all. To be straight up honest with you, because there's some money involved. So, I had Oregon winning this national title from the get-go. I just felt like quarterback, defense is good. They got a good bracket. I felt like I was like, if Alabama just gets out of this bracket, I think Oregon's going to run it. And Alabama's out of the bracket. And, at some point, I really believed in Indiana because they just put it to Alabama. Would they have done that against a Nick Saban team? I don't know. It's hard for me to believe that. So, I mean,
believe it.
I'm taking Oregon to win this.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the beautiful thing. Last year when we got to the Final Four, I felt like Ohio State was playing the best football. Texas would give them their best shot. But I thought Penn State was playing Notre Dame, and whoever won that game was going to get beat by whoever won the Ohio State-Texas game. And I didn't think it would be that competitive, and it really wasn't. I mean, Ohio State controlled that ball game. This year, you could take those matchups. You got, three different possibilities or four, whatever. Any matchup you have should be a good football game. If you have Miami, Indiana, or Miami, Oregon, or Ole Miss, Oregon, Ole Miss, Indiana, those are all good football games on paper. So I'm excited to see how it plays out. I hope we get some really good games there. But so we agree on
I think there's going to be 2 banger games.
So we agree on the college game. So now it's time to flip to the NFL.
I know what you're going to say. I made a great comeback. One of the best comebacks in Pick'em history. I know what you're going to say.
Last week, I said at the end of the show we had 8 games different. Actually, we had 9 games different.
Yep. Woo!
And the first of those 9 games was you had Tampa, and I had Carolina. So you gained a game.
Oh.
But then Sunday came.
And I swept them.
I had the Giants, you had the Cowboys.
Yep.
Giants beat the crap out of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I
had to go opposite.
You had the Bengals, I had the Browns. I mean, you had the Browns, I had the Bengals. You won that game.
Yep. Yep.
But I had the Vikings, you had the Packers. I won that game.
Yep.
I had the Jaguars, you had the Titans. I won that game.
Damn, I had the Titans in that? You sure?
Yeah. Go back and watch the tape.
Okay. Damn, what was I thinking? Was I smoking something? I haven't smoked weed in years.
You were trying to reach to gain games. I had the Broncos, you had the Chargers. Now you did have the Commanders, and I had the Eagles.
Yep.
You did have the Lions, and I had the Bears. So that was 8 games. We split them right down the middle. 4-4. So then we had the Steelers, Ravens.
I gained 1. Oh.
You beat me because the Ravens kicker can't kick straight. So you gained 1 of your games back, but it wasn't enough. I was going to go and buy me a championship belt and have it, but I didn't because I just didn't. But so I was sub 500 for the first time all. I was sub 500 for the first time all season. I was 7-9. You were 8-8. I don't care what anybody says. The last week of the season is the hardest week to pick because the Eagles had said they were going to. The Eagles had said they were going to play their starters, and then they rested everybody. There's no way I'd have picked the Eagles if I knew they were going to rest everybody. But whatever. For the season, I ended up 164-93, and you ended up 158-99. So I beat you by 6 games, but neither one of us had 100 losses. So. Good year. Both would have been playoff teams.
We did well.
I mean, you would have been a wild card probably.
Yeah.
I would probably have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, but
Oh, okay. Can't give you number 2 seed, dude.
Oh gosh. But so that's how the season ended up. We will pick the wild card games, but we've got 14 teams left. We usually do a top 5. But I told Tim, I said, let's just rank them 14-1. On who we have the least amount of confidence to win the Super Bowl up to who we have the most. So 14th will be dead last. Then number 1 will be obviously who we think right now will win the Super Bowl. So do you want to start with 14 or me start with 14?
Ooh. All right. Let's see. I mean, I guess, do I pick my number 14 team first?
I mean, you can or I can, either one.
All right. I mean, I feel like we're going to say the same team for 14.
Probably.
Well, I mean, one or two. It's either one or two. My 14 team is going to be the Carolina Panthers.
My 14th team is also the Carolina Panthers. I don't see how. I told Zoom at work today you could combine Tampa Bay and Carolina together, and I still wouldn't pick them to win in the playoffs. So, all right. So going to number 13, I've got the Los Angeles Chargers at 13. I don't trust them at all. Ooh. They look soft. They just they got to go on the road to New England. I don't see them winning that game, so I think they'll be done this weekend. So I've got the Chargers at 13. And
they're playing Jacksonville.
Yeah, no. They're playing the Patriots. Jacksonville's playing the Bills.
All right. I guess I got the wrong bracket here in front of me. Double check that. Make sure.
Oh, I made sure. I've already wrote it down. I copied it out.
Right.
That's the Sunday night football games, the Chargers and Patriots.
All right. Plugging in, getting some power here, dude. Oh, my God. All right. Jesus Christ. All right, there we go. All right. We're back in operations. All right, so let's see. Where am I at here? Bleacher Report. That's where I'm at. They might have messed this up.
Yeah, Sunday night football.
Okay, I'm going to go. All right. Yeah, you're right. Chargers, Patriots. I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Steelers as my 13.
It's not bad. So you got them at 13. Who you got at 12?
Well, that's a tough one. Okay, I mean, let's see. Chargers, Patriots. I guess I'll go, give me the Chargers, man.
Well, see, so far, which I wrote mine down for, so far we're pretty close. My number 12 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. The only reason I put them in front of the Chargers is they do get a home game this week. I do trust Aaron Rodgers more than I do the Chargers quarterback, but not by much. I don't think, but yeah, so that's my number 12. My number 11. I put them down low because I just don't believe in them. They might win this week, but I don't think they're going. I got the Green Bay Packers at number 11.
All right, nice. I mean, I think that's a good number 11. I'm going to go with that too. I don't trust me. I think they're going to run into a buzzsaw in Chicago. It's payback time for all those years for Chicago fans. Just to let you know, it's payback time, baby.
All right, so who you
Caleb
got
Williams versus the Packers. Number 10.
Who you got at number 10?
Shit, that's a tough one. I mean, all honesty, the team I see on here, Jacksonville Jaguars. Hold up. God, it's a tough first-round game for Jacksonville. I hope they win. You know what? I'm going to put the Bills. Number 10. Number 10 Bills.
All right. My number 10 is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay, that's what I was going to go with.
I think they're a good team. I just don't know if I trust Trevor Lawrence. I do hope they win this week. We'll see if I pick them or not, but I do hope they win. But this isn't about if I think they're going to win this week. This is my chance, what I feel like their chances to win a Super Bowl is, and I just don't feel like Jacksonville's that team. Maybe I'm wrong. My number 9, I put this team further down on the list than probably you did, but they just got so many injuries again. Their defense has got no linebackers right now, and their offense didn't look great last week, and they got a rough first game. I got the San Francisco 49ers at number 9.
Ooh, man. Yeah, my number 9 is Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't trust them either. And I'm going to put them and the Bills right there next to each other because whoever wins that game, I think it's the last game they win in the playoffs.
I'll be honest. We'll talk about it when I get to that pick. So that's your number 9. Who you got at 8?
Yeah. Man, number 8. That's a tough one, dude. I got, man, I feel like they're going to beat the Eagles. I'm going to put the Eagles there. I feel like the 49ers can beat the Eagles.
So you got the Eagles at 8.
Yes.
All right. My number 8.
That might be dumb of me.
My number 8 is I've got the Chicago Bears. I've got them ahead of the 49ers because if they play, it'll be in Chicago, and I think that'll be a huge difference than them playing a couple weeks ago if the 49ers do get past the Eagles. But his quarterback making his first playoff starts, he's going to be a great player. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say he's not. But playoff football is a little bit different, and that's why I don't have the faith in him faith in that team like maybe you do. But I have them at number 8. My number 7, I just talked about it. Quarterback play means a lot in the playoffs. Unfortunately, so does defense. This team doesn't have a very good defense. But they do have, in the AFC, you got a lot of guys with very little playoff experience. Patriots and Broncos, the 2 top seeds, their quarterbacks have never played in the playoff. Well, I take that back. Bo Nix played in a game last year. That was it. Patriots have played none, but they've never won a playoff game. Neither one of those 2. Aaron Rodgers has won a Super Bowl, but he's not the same Aaron Rodgers that won that Super Bowl. I think Trevor Lawrence has one playoff win, that comeback against the Chargers a few years ago, and maybe the Texans quarterback has. But when you look at quarterbacks in the AFC in the playoffs, unfortunately, this fuckwad is the best quarterback that's left in the AFC, so that's why I got him number 7. I hope I can cross them off my list after Sunday, but I got the Buffalo Bills at number 7.
All right. So I got to pick 2. Where am I at? Number
7.
Number 9?
Number 7. You had the Eagles at 8.
Okay. You convinced me with the injuries. Put me the 49ers there and the Chicago Bears next. I don't think Chicago can get past, the Rams and the Seahawks especially.
I started to put the Bills a lot higher, trying to jinx their ass. But all right, so my number 6, and the only reason this team isn't higher because they'll have to win more than likely they're going to have to win three road games. That's a rough trip.
Yeah.
But God, their defense is good. I've got the Houston Texans at number 6.
Okay.
Maybe they deserve to be higher, but I've got them at 6 right now. Wouldn't be surprised if they won it all. I would not be surprised if they win the AFC. I really wouldn't. My number 5, until somebody beats them, they're still the champs. They might lose this week to the Niners. I think that's a toss-up game. But I think the Niners' injuries will bite them. I've got the Philadelphia Eagles at number 5. I feel like as being the defending champions, being there, done that, they kind of earned the right to have that, high of a ranking. So that's my number 5. Who's your number 5?
My number 5?
Yep.
I thought I was on 6. I'm not.
No, you put the Bears 6. You put the 49. You've got the Panthers 14, the Steelers 13, the Chargers 12, the Packers 11, Bills 10, Jaguars 9, Eagles 8, 49ers 7, Bears 6.
Okay. I'm going to get controversial here. Put me the Patriots.
All right.
Because I like the Houston Texans. I like their defense a whole lot.
So is that who you're
I
putting
think
at number?
defense can win you some playoff games. Yes.
Is that who you're putting at 4?
Patriots, then Texans.
All right.
Yes.
All right. All right. My number 4. They got a great defense, and they got home field. They got home field advantage, but there's just something about that offense that I don't trust. I got the Denver Broncos number 4.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
My number 3, and my pick right now to win the AFC is the New England Patriots. I got them, even though they're the 2 seed. I've got the New England Patriots. They are my highest ranked AFC team.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll throw a jinx on them too. So now you've got to give me a 3 and a 2.
A 3 and a 2?
Yeah.
All right. Give me Broncos at number 3 because, like I said, defense will win you some ball games. And plus they got home field advantage. Mile High is hard place to play in the playoffs, buddy. We all know that from all the AFC championships that team has won. I think they're on number 7 or number 8. I don't know. And number 2, man, you know what? Seattle Seahawks. I feel like the Rams are going to win this motherfucker. I feel like the Rams are going to win this motherfucker.
All right, I've got mine wrote down already, so I can't change them. My number 2, I just don't trust their quarterback in the playoffs to put them number 1. I know they got home field. I got the Seattle Seahawks number 2 and the Los Angeles Rams number 1.
Oh, we both agree. The Rams, Super Bowl champs. We love LA. We love it.
So we're pretty close throughout. I've got the Bills a little bit higher and the Eagles a little bit higher. You've got the Texans and the Broncos a little bit higher than me. Actually, we got the Broncos. You got them 3. I got them 4. But I got the Patriots a couple of spots higher than you do. You got the 49ers a couple of spots higher than I do. We'll do our top 8 next week, and it could change a lot because we'll get to see all but 2 of these teams. We'll get to see how they look and, how they perform in the playoffs. So that's our top 14. That's our playoff rankings. So now all we got to do is pick these games.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so we'll go in order of the games. First game, Saturday afternoon. We got the Los Angeles Rams going to Charlotte to play the Panthers. They lost to the Panthers there a little over a month ago.
Yeah.
So if they would have beat the Panthers, they might
and that
not
was
be
all
playing this
bad
weekend.
Turnovers.
Yeah. So who?
Some bad turnovers.
I guess it's your turn to go first.
Have you ever seen Shawshank Redemption?
Are you serious? Like 20 times, maybe more.
Yeah.
My dad even loved that movie. I remember I remember I rented it and watched it back when you rented shit from Blockbuster. And I called my dad. I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna drop off this movie. If you'll return it, you need to watch it." Because I knew he'd kind of dig that movie, man. He loved that movie. He watched it and like, yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
I feel like we might see the sisters and Andy Dufresne. I feel like that's how that game's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like the Panthers are going to be trying to hide from this. They're going to be trying to hide from the Rams, and the Rams are going to come back and exact some revenge and really make a statement in that first round. And I think that's going to be one of those games. Oh, this is over about halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Rams win this game. I would not have put them as my number 1 if I thought they were going to go to Charlotte and lose to a sub-500 team. The Panthers, you won your division. Congratulations. It's a heck of a turnaround from where you've been.
Yeah.
But your shit ends this Saturday. You're done. You're done.
The Rams are going to
the Rams are going to beat you. So that's at 4:30 Saturday. So then we got the nightcap game, 8 o'clock Saturday night. I think it's on Prime Video. I'm not sure. We got the Green Bay Packers. Where's all my favorite teams like the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Oilers?
I love the Houston Oilers.
Dick
Bob
Butkus and Bob Greasy.
Dick Butkus.
Butkus. I knew you'd get my reference.
That's one of the greatest skits. That's one of the
Ever.
greatest skits in the history of skits. And that was the Super Bowl halftime. You turned it over and you watched that back in the 90s.
Dude,
Gosh.
I think I've played this
I'll
game
never
before.
forget that.
I think I've played this game before. Where's all the big
you
men
played the
supposed to be
center.
chasing me? Oh, if
That
y'all
was a
don't know,
halftime special, dude. I miss halftime specials, man.
if you don't
Hey,
know, what
mark
we're
this
talking-
down. Future show. During the Super Bowl, we'll do like some Super Bowl top fives, top 5 Super Bowl halftime specials, top 5 national anthems. We'll do some stuff like that for the Super Bowl to get ready for.
All right.
Let's get some ideas going. So what are we talking about?
Dude, right now we're talking about the Green Bay Packers going to the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
I don't like the Green Bay Packers, and I really don't know why. They just aggravate me. I hope the Bears thump them. I hope to see those stupid cheeseheads with their little hats on crying in them. I think it will be a good game, but I do think Chicago's for real. I think Chicago wins this game.
You know what? I 100% agree with you. I mean, I think it's time for Chicago to exact some revenge. They got them in Chicago. I think they'll be licking their, chomping their, little New Year's beatdown.
So we're moving to Sunday, 1 o'clock. We got the Buffalo Bills traveling to Florida. Where it seems like their last trip to Florida didn't end so well.
No.
Anyway, the Buffalo Bills traveling to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. Who you got?
Now, didn't the Bills beat Tampa in Tampa this year?
Did they play Tampa? No, that game was in
Jaguars,
Buffalo.
Dude.
That game was in Buffalo.
Okay, gotcha. I want Jacksonville to destroy them. I'm picking the Jaguars. Jaguars, let me know you're for real and beat Buffalo round 1. Make a statement. Come on now.
Man, I put Josh Allen as. I put the Bills higher on the Jaguars on that list because I think they have a better chance to win the Super Bowl than Jacksonville. However, I don't think they win this week. I don't think either one of these teams go anywhere after this week. But here's what wins you championships: running games and defense. The Bills do have a good running game. So do the Jaguars. But defensively, it ain't even close. Buffalo's defense is straight trash. They are not that great. Jacksonville could physically dominate them. I'm going Jaguars. I hope you win by 80. I hope you beat them worse than the 62-7 game. So,
I want to see what this weather's like because it's pleasantly warm down here. Jacksonville. Boom. Dude, it's going to be 80 degrees.
good. I
And
hope
you know how Bills like to
humid.
complain.
I hope it's humid.
It's too hot.
I hope it's humid
too
as hell.
hot.
I hope Jacksonville puts them in those ugly blue uniforms too, and they can sweat all damn game. All right, so
Dude, that's a 1 p.m. kickoff. That's
Yep.
a 1 p.m. kickoff.
thank you, NFL. All right, 4:30 game. And, I mean, all these games are good games for the most part. San Francisco 49ers
Yeah.
at the Philadelphia Eagles. Dude, I'm a little bit torn in this game, but I think Philadelphia's rushing attack is going to be too much for the 49ers defense to overcome. And with all the injuries they've got, I'm going to go Eagles.
And, oh, man, I mean, I just thought 49ers were going to upset the Seahawks, and it didn't happen. I mean, it was absolute at home, got destroyed. I mean, I would love to see the 49ers. I mean, I'm having a hard time picking this game because, I mean, I feel like with it, if somehow 49ers get some turnovers, they can win this game. But, I mean, the Seahawks ran right through them. Oh, man. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going 49ers. I just have a feeling, man. 49ers. I don't know why. I think it's going to be the upset of the playoffs right here.
All right,
You
Sunday
always get
night
that
football.
first round upset, man. I feel like this is it.
Sunday night football. You got Los Angeles Chargers going to New England to play the Patriots in prime time, and it'll probably be cold.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Prime time. And again, I think this is one of these games where we look at it and it's like, 5 minutes into the third quarter, Patriots are up, no way, Chargers are coming back. They're cold, they're on the sidelines. Yeah, I know how this script goes. Warm weather team coming to a cold weather team, game over. Patriots big.
Yeah, I think the Chargers will look cold. I think they'll look outmanned. I think the Patriots are playing the best football in the AFC right now. I'm going New England Patriots to win this game. So Monday Night Football, we got the Houston Texans going to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. So this is another primetime game. You got a warm weather team playing in cold weather because it'll be cold up in Pittsburgh. But here's the thing, that Texans defense is so good. And they should harass old man Rodgers. I hope this is the last time I ever have to look at Aaron Rodgers play football.
Oh, damn. Whoa, not an Aaron Rodgers fan.
Not an Aaron Rodgers fan at all. I think there's a lot of stuff I don't like about Aaron Rodgers. But I think the Steelers have a chance in this game because they are at home. But I'm going Houston Texans.
I think without a doubt, this is going to be a road beaten. I think the Texans are going to come in there and just lay their dominance early with that defense, force some turnovers, harass Rodgers. I don't think this is going to be a good game. I think the Texans are going to run away with it, 100%.
Yeah, if this game was in Houston...
I think our best chance...
Go ahead.
You think it would be a beating?
Oh, yeah, if this game was in Houston or even a neutral site, the Texans would kill them. But go ahead. What was you going to say? You think our best chance?
Our best chance of watching of seeing a good game is Jaguars, Buffalo, Chicago, and Green Bay. I think that's our best chance of seeing a really good, competitive, down to the wire NFL football game.
I think San Francisco, Philadelphia's got that potential.
Yeah.
I think there's three games. I think the Rams will handle the Panthers. I think the Patriots will handle the Chargers. And I think if the Texans... I think the Steelers will hang around, but I think the Texans will win that game. But I think the three middle games, the Bears, Packers, Jaguars, Bills, and the Eagles, 49ers, could be a really three good games. Of course, if Buffalo wins, I don't care if it's a 1-point classic. I don't want to watch it.
So we only picked one different. That's 49ers and Eagles.
Yep, that was it.
All right, man.
So
we got a great week from Thursday until Monday. It's a good football bonanza.
And here's the thing:
Lots of playoff football.
Nothing's crossing over, so you can get you some snacks. I might find something, throw some meatballs in the crock pot or something. Just hang loose and watch football, and you don't have to miss any games because they're all staggered. The only thing I'm going to miss is the beginning of the Friday night game just because I have a basketball game. But I'm cleared the rest of the time and should be able to watch some good playoff football.
All right, buddy, let's do it, man.
All right, man. Everybody, I hope everybody has a good week. If your team is still playing, good luck. Unless you're a Buffalo fan, then go to hell. But everybody have a good week and enjoy your football games.